Today on the channel, we're not talking about Barbie, but we are talking about Jada Toys Street Fighter Ken.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jada Toys Street Fighter 2 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got one Ken Masters, that is, from Street Fighter 2. But for all your Jada toy needs, be it Chester, Cheetah, or Street Fighter, head on over to Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And this very successful Jada Toys Street Fighter line does continue, as Ken's starting to hit Target stores right now, at least in my area, maybe yours as well. We've had Fei Long. We've had Chung Li. We've also had Ryu, Rue. You know what I mean. It's always Ryu to me. I know it's not right, but it's going to be Ryu. That's the way it was in the arcade when I was a kid. And others too. I know that. So anyways, Ryu, we've had multiple versions of him. 3, I guess, by my count, with a Paul Mart store exclusive, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, plus the regular release. So we're building this line out, and it does look like this line will have variants on every single character. For me, I'm going to pass on the Player 2 variants and things like that. I will get the normal, regular versions, and that's where I'm going. And I have left Storm Collectibles in the dust. I'm collecting a lot of things, as you guys know. You got to mind your P's and Q's. You got to mind your dollars and cents. And I'm going to go all in on these instead of Storm, where you can get 4 of these for 1 Storm. It's a pretty easy decision for me, not being a hardcore Street Fighter fan, where this is my #1 toy line I collect. So y'all got to justify it to yourself at the end of the day. But let's dive into old Ken. I guess he's just Ken now, but he used to be like Ken Masters back in the day. I'm sure he still is. But just Ken, to keep it simple here. Of course, him and Ryu. Yeah, they're the OG2, I would say. Those are kind of the 2 most popular. Chun-Li's in there as well in the mix, but these 2 are kind of the ones that really started it all off, and that's what most people would be on first playthrough for the game. For the most part, I think that's the case. But Ken looking good. He has an extra head here, some extra accessories. Love the packaging on these. Looks like you're in an old school arcade. I love that. Love the animated hoop from the video game there down below as well. Looks pretty good. Street Fighter 2, the final challengers Ken. You got the buttons on there. You got the health bar, 1 player, 2 player. Street Fighter 2, the final challengers. It does say, country of origin, USA, fighting style, martial arts rooted in, oh boy, Ontatsuken. Ontasuken? Sure, why not? And then on this side, you got a little bit of a cross-sell, kind of some of the other characters I'm sure we'll get in the future. And then on the back, got a nice glamour shot back there. And then down below, we got the whole cast of characters. Have to think they will all be coming eventually, so I guess we'll stay tuned for all that in the future. But without further ado, I guess let me get the old razor blade out. And let's get old Ken out of the package and see what's going on. Dare I say, see what all the fuss is about with old Ken here. And there's fuss. There's a lot of people really liking this line. And there's a lot of people that this was their action figure toy line of the year. And, you know, you can't fault anybody else's... What is that? What are we doing? See you later. Can't fault anybody else. What you like is what you like at the end of the day. Cool background there. Guy on the boat, I love that when they're fighting on the boardwalk or whatever that is. Very cool. See you later. Goodbye. And Ken looking good, but for a lot of people, this is their favorite toy line, and I can see it. It's really, really good quality, really good feeling figures in hand. A lot to like about these, of course. But let's pull them out of the package. Let's get everything going here. Oh, pop that out. Oh, we got some of that tape, some of that strong tape. Everybody loves the strong tape. And we got twist ties. Oh, we do. We got a few things locked down here. A little clip. Oh, we got a clip around the waist like a young Todd McFarlane from the couch. I don't know if I can get it. Well, let's power through. That's what you got to do sometimes. There it goes. See you later. Goodbye. All right. Off to the side. See you later. And we're down to business. Let's fire it up right here. Now, we do get a nice stand here. I always appreciate things like this when we get these little stands. But you get the stand here for the fireball, much like we saw with Ryu. You know what I mean? We saw that with him, so we do get that once again here. I love that you can see the hands inside of the fireball, so it kind of looks like he's really making a go at it right there. And there should be a hole in here you can stick. There it is, right at the top. So you just stick this in. Bam, there it is. You could have a little display if you want. For me, I don't display these. I like them just regular. Partially that is I'm just going to have one shelf. I'm not going to have multiple shelves of these, so I'm not going to put a big dynamic display going off with him firing off at Zangief or something like that. But you can choose your own adventure, choose your own display adventure at the end of the day. 2 Fists of Fury out of the package for Ken. We're here for that. But he also has these 2 open palm hands, the tiger palm hands. He's given one of those things. He's got one of those going on. Looking good right here. We saw these once again, a lot of reuse from Rue, of course, as we do know. Now we dive into old Ken right out of the package. Man, he's a happy-go-lucky guy. He's got a little of that animation, Japanimation face to him there a little bit. The big eyebrows that are up, the big eyes going on, big bright eyes, big white teeth showing, big smile, very, very bright yellow hair. Almost looks like another world's He-Man, you could say, in a lot of ways. But Ken looking good. And then the second head sculpt looks very interesting. He's got kind of a angry face, like he's like, oh, what's this neighbor doing across the street? Why can't he stay in his own yard? Why is he parking in my grass? It's kind of one of those looks going on, I think is what that is. Same hairdo, same thing going on. It just really does come down to personal preference. You like your Ken happy? You like him mad? Choose your own head adventure on this one here. And then once again, this figure feeling very reminiscent of Ryu, you know what I mean? Feeling very reminiscent of him right here. I believe it is the identical, and I guess I could grab that out right now. Got him right here. We unboxed him on the channel. We unboxed the San Diego Comic-Con one on the channel. I think I'm passing on the Paul Mart one as of right now. But it is the same exact figure. And that makes all the sense in the world. You got to get the most out of your molds. It's just a color change, of course. You get a little skin tone color difference. A little more pale on the skin tone here. Of course, his gi all in red with the black belt. His all in white with the black belt. We know how that works. And then you do got the different head sculpts, of course. Same hands between these two as well. Same kind of coverings on the hand. These ones in the brown, this one in the red. So we know how this goes. It is getting the most out of your molds here. But once again, it does work. They really do feel like kind of the same guy even in the video game. So it works out right here. And I think we all knew they were going to go down this path with this figure. So it makes sense. It is what it is. But of course, Ken's articulation, head moves all the way around. You do got neck articulation, the lower neck as well. Arm's going to go all the way around for us. A little bit of butterfly shoulder in there. Of course, bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. A game changer. Looking beautiful here. Hands movable back forth, side to side. Just got a little wrist bracer right there that connects to the glove, of course. You got the side to side at the waist. Little hula hoop up top. You can do those big old Ken Master splits. Look at those. Legs do go all the way up. Thigh cut. Double jointed. Pinless knees. Once again, the hits continue. Ankles up, down, back, forth, side to side. Such smooth articulation on this figure. And like I said earlier, these figures feel so good in hand. They just really, really are cool. And of course, I came up as a kid loving some Street Fighter. I remember the arcades by me getting Street Fighter and just being in awe watching it. And then shortly after, a little thing called Mortal Kombat swooped in and stole my heart and never let go. And that's always going to be my favorite fighting game. You know, you're a little young kid. You're getting into your teen years. You're like almost like 11, 12 years old. You're loving that violence. You're loving that gore. You're loving that blood. So Mortal Kombat playing a lot of hits for my age bracket, but there's specialness about Street Fighter as well. Now, does Ken fit on a Ringside Collectibles Mattel stand? What do you know? Discount code Kyle saves 10%. Now, you can remove this gi if you want to. It does snap right here at the belt. You just take that off. You can have him shirtless, topless, whatever you want to do. Once again, choose your own Ken adventure. You like your Ken with a shirt on? You like him with it off? I won't judge. Choose your own adventure. But he does fit on a Ringside Collectible Mattel stand if that is your thing. If you need a little extra support for your Ken, you can do that right here. And like I said, we got Ken, we got Ryu. We got him together. It's always going to be Ryu to me. There's no changing it. I'm too old to change my ways on this guy's name. And I'm not the only one that called him that. A whole arcade full of kids did the same thing. Also, a little boy up in Detroit, Michigan, I know very well, he did the same thing. So I'm in good company. I'm in good company. But these guys looking really good. Of course, we got Chun-Li. We unboxed her on the channel. I think this might have been the last one we unboxed. We're going to unbox Fei Long as well, so stay tuned for that one. Got the evil Ryu. I hate it. I hate his name. He needs to change it. I know it's late in the game, but change your name. Be Todd. Todd and Ken. Can't we do that? Come on, what are we doing? We got him, and then I always like to bring out the big bruiser. My favorite from the Street Fighter days, of course, was Zangief. Probably that pro wrestling aspect to him, but you got kind of a comparison shot with the little Storm collectibles here. You could smoke and mirrors this in if you really wanted to. Maybe give him a little bit of a bend in the knee. It could be done. Choose your own adventure. That's what we always say. But quite the murders row as we have them right now. Like I said, Fei Long coming soon to the channel, so check out that one. It'll be interesting to see where this one goes. We do know we've seen some things announced. We saw them at San Diego Comic-Con. We should see some more figures. I guess for a lot of fans of this, maybe you like the slow rollout, but I think a lot of fans would like them to speed up this line a little bit more, so we'll see how Jada Toys responds with that. Obviously, the money's green. They're going to take it, so I would think they're going to get after things a little bit quicker in 2024. But there it is. There's old Ken. What are your thoughts? You here for this one? You going to pick it up? You going to pass? You going to play the long game? Too Barbie-like for you? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you also made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the old thumbs up. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this very YouTube channel. And you get early access to both YouTube channel videos. So check out the old Patreon. You can also support the channel at PresidentTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for Street Fighter 2 and Jada Toys, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.